Welcome back to our next video Iceland travel series. Today marks our 8th day in Iceland, and since our arrival, we have been immersing ourselves in the breathtaking landscapes, stunning waterfalls, and an unforgettable glacier lagoon tour. If you haven't caught up on our previous adventures, you can find the links in the description box. Our journey today kicks off with an extraordinary and rare adventure unique to Iceland, the Lava Cave Tour. Iceland offers various lava cave tours catering to different adventure levels ranging from easy to moderate to challenging one. The duration of these tours typically spans from 1 to 3 to 4 hours. Today, we will be exploring the Raffarhólshellir lava tunnel. We booked our tickets online. The link is provided in the description box. Tickets for children aged 3 to 11 years are free, USD 31 for children between 11 to 15 years, and for adults the ticket costs 62 USD. Please note that the minimum age for children participating in this activity is 3 years. Raffarhólshellir is one of the longest and best known lava tubes in Iceland. It is definitely not a sight to be missed. The history of this cave starts with a volcanic eruption about 5,200 years ago. The rocks form fascinating shapes and sculptures, which will all be explained by your qualified guide as you explore the lava tunnel.
Alright, let's explain a bit what happened here. The name of the cave, of course, is not the lava tunnel. The proper name is Raffarhólshellir. Yes, exactly, that's why we call it the lava tunnel. There are three words in one. It means cave, hill, cracks. And we just combine the words. Okay, it's a very weird name. And what happened, about 12 kilometers west from here, like 8-9 miles, are the Blue Mountains. Maybe you saw the sign, it's a ski resort up there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but up there are many volcanoes. Some of them still active, and we had a very big eruption over 5,000 years ago. Okay. For first time they discovered this cave at 1909, actually, over 100 years. And as I told you, the cave is way older, it's 5,200 years old. Okay. The thing is, there are different types of eruptions. Maybe you know the most common one, the explosives one. Have you heard about it? When boom, a bit of lava explodes, but mostly it's a lot of ash and rocks. We had a very big one 10 years ago here. It was not, you remember it? Yeah, it was no flights.
Volcanic ash.
Yeah, the volcanic ash was all over Europe actually. We had no flights for a few weeks just because of the ash in the sky. The name was Eyjafjallajökull.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw the name outside.
You saw it? Yeah. Actually, in the USA they call it E15. The media couldn't pronounce the name, so they start calling it E15. E because of the first letter, plus another 15 letters next to it. It's quite smart, yeah, it's quite smart. And anyhow, also we have the effusive eruptions, very different. It's just lava overflow from the crater because the magma chambers underneath was full. So in one point this magma had to escape somehow, okay? Usually it happens from existing craters, like in this case here, but sometimes it's just the magma pushes the ground starts to inflate because of the pressure, we have a crack, the lava overflow and start build new craters, okay? Here it was big, it lasts between 4 to 5 years. Okay, so we have a huge range of over 20 miles of lava that is from the same eruption that formed this cave. Okay, so all this land, as you drive outside from here to Reykjavik or like farther to the south, is just actually the same lava. It's new land here, only 5,000 years old land. The lava tubes now, of course, they can form only with an effusive eruption because we need a massive amount of lava to happen. So as the lava starts to overflow from the crater, it forms rivers, lava rivers everywhere. Okay, so let's say for example we have a lava river, and of course the lava is flowing inside. Okay, as all of us know, the lava is super hot. Most of the lava that we have here in Iceland is balsat lava, very common type. Maybe you have heard about it. It's the most common type of lava, but yeah, it's one of the hottest though. It's 1250 Celsius, that's about 2300 Fahrenheit. So the lava is super hot, of course, but still, when exposed to the cold air, it cools down fast, very fast at the beginning. So the first thing that happened, at the surface of the river, we start have a layer of a hard crust, because it's the first part of the lava that's gonna start to cool down, always the surface. It become rock, like solid. A nice example, imagine during the winter we have a river, it's getting frozen at the surface, but the water keep running under it, yeah? So it's the same, as we had this layer of the hard crust, the eruption was still on, of course, and more lava by the time start cover the crust. Layer, later on another layer, it goes on, it goes on. So at the end, we had the proper roof on the top of the lava river. And that was a great insulation for the lava to continue flowing in a very high temperatures without really cool down all these years. But when the eruption was over, of course this lava river starts to drain out, to get empty. And when it was completely empty, what left over? Voila, empty spaces like this one. Yeah, actually now we're just standing inside the river. You get the idea, guys? Yeah? And we walk against the flow of the lava. So the lava was flowing that direction. Imagine at the other side, there's no any exit as I told you before. There are just only lava falls. They look like frozen waterfalls from where the lava was falling inside this river and filling it up, okay? In this case we have 3 lava falls. And different layers of lava was making the roof. Here is completely collapsed, but farther inside we have 12 meters above us, like 36 feet of layers of lava above us, okay? And it's big. It's very big for a lava tube. It's the 3rd longest tube in Iceland and the 2nd biggest in volume. Last thing before we continue is about these openings, guys. Actually, of course, they are not man-made. And in geological terms, the name is skylights. Yeah, it's a pretty nice name for a hole in the ground, yeah. Super simple what happened. After the eruption, we have the cooling phase. The lava starts to cool down. But because of a massive change of the temperature from extremely hot to cold, yeah, exactly, the lava rocks, they start shrink. As they shrink, they crack, and all the weak parts of the cave, boom, they collapsed, okay? In this cave, we have only 3 skylights. This is the last one. I guess you notice behind us the other 2. And now we're gonna continue to the darkness. Actually, we can see more of the original stuff. That was the cave exactly after the eruption. Couple of things about the colors. I guess you notice that the cave is very colorful.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens because the lava contains different minerals. For example, the most common color is the red one. You can see plenty of it up there, or above us is just everywhere. Can anyone guess which mineral can be the red color?
Iron.
Yeah, good job. It's iron oxide actually, or with a very simple word, yeah, it's just rust. Well done. The basalt lava contains about 20% iron, so when oxygen mixes with the lava, it starts to oxidize to get rusty. The higher the temperature that the oxidation starts, is getting more red, like for example, like here, more rusty. The purple color also is because of the iron oxide. There's plenty of yellow though, you can see for example some of it up there. 10 points, good job. Most of the people they tell me gold. And they are very excited, so good job. It's just sulfur, it can be iron oxide, but this one over here is just sulfur. It smells terrible usually. Maybe you notice the hot water in Iceland, this weird smell, yeah?
Sulfur.
Yeah, it's because of the sulfur, we don't
Sulfide.
use electricity. Copper in basalt lava, so you see kind of green color, greenish color is usually the copper, yeah, usually. There are many other minerals in tiny portions, but almost 50% inside here is just silica. Maybe you know the most famous volcanic glass, the obsidian. Have you heard about it? No, never? No one? Game of Thrones, anyone? Yeah, you remember the dragon glass, the black knight?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that
yes.
was obsidian volcanic glass. It's the same procedure, more or less, how it formed. It's just the minerals change a lot and how much silica contains. Very important. The red color that we see on the top of the glass is super simple. It's just lava was dripping from the roof. So it's just drops of lava. Even after the eruption, the original wall formed, but still it was so hot that the roof was melting. The lava started to drip down and touch the wall. And you see the drops are going all the way down. But they're very red, so that means at the same time they start to oxidize a lot, yeah? A last thing that we can see is some lines, some horizontal lines. We call them flow marks, and these lines they can indicate us the level of the river during the drain period. It's like it starts to drain out, but because the lava it was too hot, every time it was marking the wall with a line, it was melting the wall. So we had the line here, let's say the river was here, one line. After the river was a bit lower, another line. You see the lines that are going all the way down until it was completely empty inside here. You get the idea? Yeah, perfect. Different formations. They look like small stalactites, yeah? Yeah, well, yeah, they are lava stalactites. That's how they call them in geology, but they never really grow up compared to the limestone caves that most of you have visited before. It's not enough calcium here to happen that. This is just remelted lava, and here in Iceland it's more common as lava drops. So when the level of the river was super low, still it was so hot that this heat it was continue melting the walls was dripping down, and when it started to cool down the formation stayed like this. So if I break it, it's over. It's never gonna grow up. Like for example, someone broke it there, it's gonna stay like that forever. By the way, did you notice that there's no echo here?
Yes, no echo.
No echo. Hello! So flat. Any idea why that can happen?
Surface is very low.
Good job, yes. The lava rocks are extremely porous, they absorb the sound. If you have a very close look to lava rock, it's full of small holes. Because the lava contains gases, and these gases they trapped by bubbles inside the lava when it starts to cool down. Okay? So it's so porous, observe the sound, plus the cracks. Also it's very uneven, like many factors.